Luke, I am your father.
No!
How are you doing as I check our connection? A couple messages for the viewers, so pick a section, have a seat. Yeah, I know this is different, quit with the questions. Allow me a second, please, to make my first impression.
Oh, damn! 10,000 subscribers, we made it. But listen, follow this message. Send me the code to my email address, and that's im978customs@yahoo.com. Remember that code I gave you? Well, if you do, send it to my email right now. Write down your YouTube name. Let's go! YouTube, welcome back to another 978 custom video. And right now we have what I like to call Radioactive Spider-Man. Now for me, I thought it was a cool idea only because there's no such thing as Radioactive Spider-Man.
Hold on, my friend, did you know?
I know, wait. Spider-Man is already radioactive,
okay.
like the song says. Radioactive Spider-Man. That's true, he got bit by a radioactive spider, but he's technically not radioactive. Anyway, some of you guys asked me, when am I going to take on my own projects and create my own Spider-Man designs? And to be honest, I've always been better at looking at something and recreating it than coming up with it myself. But here's this, and I guess I did look at something and then created the rest on my own. I'm trying to adjust the lighting a bit because him being all white standing in front of that white background is really hard to see him, so just turning down the light a little bit. Some of you guys are aware that I said I was taking a break to learn how to airbrush a little bit, and to be honest, I feel like that break's already over. It took me a couple days to kind of get the hang of how to brush and how to clean. Cleaning up is the most important part, but this is what I came up with my second time using the airbrush. It is easy to use, and I will make a tutorial for you guys the more comfortable I get using it. Radioactive Spider-Man, if you want to make yourself one of these, all you need is a lasher, entirely head to toe. That's what it is. I just decided to airbrush it completely. This is entirely airbrushed except the detail on the deco, and like the splash looks, like all the edge work was hand brushed. The eyes were also hand brushed, but everything else, the white on them was airbrushed. The gradient dark green to light lime green is also airbrushed, and that's what it's mainly for, to create these soft shaded patterns. And I was happy to get one. I am happy to have one, as a matter of fact. Didn't know exactly what I was gonna do when I started this, but as I went along, I kind of just had more ideas. And originally I wanted to make a future foundation because I knew once I had the airbrush, applying white would be a little easier. And to my assumption, I'm correct. It is a little easier than the technique I showed you before in the how-to video. If you want to see that how-to paint, click this card right here. But I will be making an update video on how to paint with an airbrush. I'm happy with the choice of color I use for the eyes. It's like a mint green. I haven't created a backstory for this Spider-Man yet or given him any accessories, but I do have a ton of ideas. Shout out to some people on Facebook who actually threw me some ideas on what a radioactive Spider-Man should look like, or would look like, or could look like. And so I do have some ideas, and I probably will update this video. So if you want to see that, stay tuned for that. What do you guys think would be some cool accessories for him? Let me know in the comments below. Originally, I wasn't going to use these tentacles. I had just bought, I believe there were 10 Dr. Octopus tentacles from eBay. They were like, I don't even know where they're from. Somebody must have created these themselves from China. And I bought a set, but they didn't fit. I had to modify them, and I didn't have time to do it, so I decided to just put these on, or kept these on. I'll show you those legs also in another video. But I am happy with these, and for my own design and for my second time, I'll say, airbrushing, I am pleased with it. What do you guys think? Rated 1 to 10. Go, 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 go. Matter of fact, rated 1 to 10,000. See what I did there?
Ay, Dios mío, mira, he's full of himself.
I just gotta ruin the fun, man. Here's some work in progress. After airbrushing it entirely white, I airbrushed it green, and then I did the patterns around it. This is a better work in progress picture, just showing, see if there's any mistakes or flaws. But this is what I did. I just taped off some of the area. I brushed it as best as I could to give it that shade. And then when I was done, I took the tape off, and you get these like ugly lines, and you see the edge line, and from there you got to take white paint again, and then come back and do the edges with the brush. So even though you do use the airbrush, you'll always use those hand brushes for details. So don't think it eliminates hand brushing. I wanted him to have the look like he was splashed from the front with this radioactive poison or waste. And so it was mainly only on the front side of him dripping down. So his back is clean white, apart from the arms, because it's wrapped around his entire arm. But his legs, they're just on the front side. And then I added these tentacles last minute. If you guys are wondering who's that beside him, stay tuned. No worries though, because even though he is all white, he will articulate and move around like your average Marvel legend. There is no issue here. I'll take these tentacles off. Then there's an issue with the tentacles. The inside, the holes are fine, the peg holes, but the tentacles themselves, the tips where you plug them in, the paint peeled off a bit, but inside the hole itself is fine. Anyway, here's what I mean. The paint just peels off the tip there. There's nothing I can do about that. Inserting and then removing them is just going to peel away at that paint. Unless I trim that down, and I don't plan to trim it down. I don't want it to be loose on that back peg hole. So, whatever. Let's put these aside. But as I was saying, even though this figure is white, it will articulate in all the regular points of articulation. Head goes up, head goes down, looks to the left. You see the back is painted as well. Should be okay. But the head does look left and right, no problems. Has a tiny pivot, not the best. Butterfly works. Shoulder joint works. Goes up and down freely, both arms, without any rub. You do get that swivel as well, and this bicep swivel. You get double jointed elbows. Works really good. Painted inside as well. Wrist swivel and hinge. I tried to keep the shading fluent in the joints as well, so there is some green in there. You do get this ab crunch all the way up, and it does go down 2 spots. Get this leg split, not too much. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, both. And you get the ankles and the pivot and the swivel and the na. Oh, I hate that part.
But why come, my friend?
Because it's repetitive. It's the same thing.
But then, why you do?
Because I gotta show them for articulation purposes. Just to show them that the figure still moves even though it's painted.
Now, don't get mad, my friend, but I don't think you know what you're doing.
What do you know?
What? I know 1 + 1 is 2, pendejo.
Radioactive Spider-Man. If you want to see him next to what the inspiration was, here's Lasher. Just kind of inspired from this design and this look. This is the very same exact figure, by the way. So that front was kind of replicated to the best I could do. You know, I did the best I could in making that very same front. I changed the neck and the back to kind of go more with my head. And then I added more on the arms and legs. But it is the same exact figure, just taken apart and sanded in the proper places. So if you do want to make one of these, you need a Lasher. Figured I'd use Lasher for a Spider-Man because I didn't like this body type for Lasher in the head shape, in the eyes. For me, it was just a Spider-Man in a different symbiote suit. So I just decided to make a Spider-Man based off that. But again, here's what I meant about the tentacles. Just rubs off. I can't control that. But it is what it is. These legs were secondary anyway. I didn't intend on having them on. I was more concerned on getting that gradient splash. And I think I captured that look. So I'm happy with the airbrush. I'm hoping I can incorporate it into a majority of my next few customs, because I know I won't be able to use it for all of them. But I am happy with it. It is I'd like to call stage 2. So those who are just beginning, don't worry about the airbrush. We can still do everything with the paintbrush. But I like the splash look. And because he's Spider-Man, if you want to compare him to a few Spider-Men, we can do that too. It'd only be right to put him up with a symbiote Spider-Man, mainly because his body and head both share the same parts. Just the hands and feet are a little different. And the same thing with this McFarlane. It's tough. I don't know if he'll look good on your Spider-Man shelf. I think he would, but for me, he looks more like a symbiote. Like, just like a poison type of symbiote. And not the poison that we know in the comics, the white poison, but just, you know, toxic in a way. But I have one more spider to compare it to. Kane. Yes, I was able to get Kane. Shout out to everyone who hit me up. Ryan, shout out to you for telling me they were at GameStop. Ace Hooded Collector, shout out to you for telling me they were at Hasbro Toy Shop. Jason, shout out to you for telling me they were at GameStop. In fact, shout out to you for trading me, or actually selling me this one. I bought this one off you. I have another one here that I found on my own at GameStop. And again, I'm very happy. Shout out to y'all. I will be reviewing Kane, House of M, Doc Ock, and SPDR. The rest of the wave, I don't care for. But if you guys like this video and you want to see more Spider-Man customs, feel free to like, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video and this custom. And guys, thank you very much. We've reached 10,000 subscribers. Let's go to 11. Let's go to 11. Can we make 11? I don't have high hopes. Mom said to dream low. So let's make it to 11 first before we go anywhere else. But for those who haven't subscribed yet, feel free to click that red baton. Give me a thumbs up while you're at it. And feel free to share this video. See you on the next one, guys.
But if you choose to subscribe, you the man. Yes, you. Everyone below in the comments, yes, you too. Thank you very much for showing me love. Who knew? It's ironic how we think out the box for you too, right?
Sing, 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 sing. Everybody.